What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. If you guys are new to the channel, do me a favor and hit that sub button. Hit the notification bell, make sure you're not missing any of the awesome content that we have coming out. With this video, we are going to be jumping into Wonder Woman issue number 786. This will be part 5 of the Trial of the Amazons. If you have not been keeping up with Wonder Woman or the trial, be sure to check out the links in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with these series. Getting into part 5, we are finally thrown into the trial. Our champions have been selected. The day is finally upon us. And what has been knocking at Doom's doorway is finally showing its face. Be sure to buy the comic, support the industry, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as the sun begins to rise over Themyscira, our champions are given their one item to take with them along this trial. Once it begins, there is no stopping it. All 4 of them will continue on until there is only one left standing. Yara Flor is given a bow and arrow. Donna Troy is bestowed the knotted lariat. Philippus is given a compass to help guide their way. Wonder Woman being the last to receive a gift. This gift is bestowed upon herself, not representing any of the tribes but representing all of the tribes. She carries with her to this trial her sword. All 4 of them go to step onto the arena, taking us deep down into the catacombs. We have the one known as Ultim the Survivor. He says that this is the hour of their reckoning, calling to his siblings, saying that it is time to wake the mother. As he blows his horn, the ground starts to rumble, and on the surface are 4 champions. They begin to fall down into these catacombs. As all of Themyscira watches helplessly, the 4 champions, they disappear under this rubble. And this is when all hell breaks loose. All of the tribes now blaming each other, saying that this has got to be some kind of trap. The Themyscirans, they lured us all here so that they could command over everything. But we have Queen Veruca. She speaks up and lets it be known that everybody needs to calm down. They have no idea what just happened. They are going to investigate. They're going to discover who is responsible for this. But until that time, we all need to relax. But for our champions, there is no time for that. The trial has begun, and because of this, there is no stopping it. Finding themselves down in the catacombs. These are ancient ruins underneath Themyscira that they have never known about. This is a big surprise to Diana because she went all through these tunnels her entire childhood. They all know that the trial has continued on, and so because of this, they have to find their way out. The 4 champions, they band together as one, ready to face any obstacle that is going to face them. As they traverse down into the darkness, what they see on the walls are skulls. Hundreds upon thousands of them. This is a tomb for whoever lived on Themyscira before the Amazons. Not really sure what direction that they need to go. This is where they use the compass. We see a green light light the way on the path that they need to take. Not sure if this is going to lead them to damnation or salvation. This is their only option. Meanwhile, on the surface, while they are trying to dig out the champions, they have had no luck in doing so. Not knowing if they are dead or alive, they know the trial will continue until their bodies are found or one of them returns. This is when the populace, they begin to turn. They start throwing rocks at the queen, at Cassie, at everybody. Turning on one another, it turns into a giant frenzy as Queen Veruca tries to get out of here. What we learn is that someone is controlling their minds, some kind of powerful force. And through the columns coming into the arena, this is where we see that shade, the shadow that seemed to be possessing people all over the place. And they know, now at this point, this is from Doom's doorway. Something has broken through, and with them caught off surprise and now their forces being split in half, it is all a matter of survival. Meanwhile, down in the catacombs, As our 4 champions make their way following the compass, we see the one and only mother of all monsters. This is their first challenge. Or at least they believe that this is their first challenge. Now, it was believed that Wonder Woman's mother had slayed this beast. Seeing it now before them, they're thinking that it might be immortal, that we might not be able to simply just slay it. And so what they want to try to do is imprison it. All 4 of them working in unison. 3 of them are pulling the chains, and Donna Troy is going in for the takedown. But the mother of all monsters will not so easily be enslain. Catching them off guard, 2 of them are holding on to chains as they are being dragged behind her. Yara and Wonder Woman being the 2 left behind, they go chasing in hot pursuit. The mother has brought them to Doom's doorway. Looking like it might be the end for the both of them, we have Diana and Yara Flor jumping into action. As Wonder Woman is starting to hold off the mother, the others are trying to open up Doom's doorway. As 2 of them are able to push it open, they send the mother of all monsters through the door. And while the door is open, Diana looks inside, and this is where she sees it. She sees chaos. Before they can even gather their thoughts, the room begins collapsing around them. Wonder Woman being stuck in the rubble. She says that there is no time to rescue her, to go tell the Queen, tell all of Themyscira that it is chaos. Donna Troy not wanting to leave her behind. The others had to drag her to do so. Believing that Wonder Woman is capable enough to find her way out of this place, they have to go warn everybody before it is too late. Little do they know that they are already preparing, because chaos has come to Themyscira, and none among them will be safe. And that is the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I will say right off the bat that this has been much better than the last 4 issues. We have finally gotten to the main event. And right as the trial is starting to begin, everything collapses. Doom's doorway has already broken into Themyscira. Chaos is on its way. I think what the most ironic thing about all of this is going to be, at the very beginning, you wouldn't have to do a trial. You could have had 1 member from every tribe guarding that door. And by the time this event is over, I almost guarantee that is exactly what is going to happen. They are going to decide that everybody needs to be on the door. And it makes the most logical sense. You know, it's sharing the burden of responsibility with all of the tribes. Why wouldn't you do something like this? You know, like I've said before, I may be a little impatient, so be it, but it took a long time, 4 issues, to get to this point where the trial begins and then everything collapses. And that worries me because that leaves you with 2 issues to really make this landing. Only 2 issues to really make your big reveal and bring it down to a satisfactory closing. That has been something we have seen lacking in both DC and Marvel Comics. You make this great spectacular event, and then when the ending comes, it is rarely landing on its feet. You know, I really have enjoyed everything that has been going on with Wonder Woman. Minus the Image Maker stuff, the Sphere of the God stuff was absolutely amazing. I think it was a great follow-up to her being in Dark Knight's death metal. And I'm hoping by the end of this trial, she's really gonna have her place cemented in what she is gonna be doing and what her responsibilities are gonna be moving forward. With the death of the Justice League just around the corner, we can only imagine that she's gonna be stepping aside momentarily, and we're gonna see Yara Flor really take the spotlight. But let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by hitting that super thanks button. This button will let you donate directly to the channel, and every little bit helps us out. Now, if you can't do that, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and until the next breakdown.